Hey, how's going guys? You are watching FreeCloud Gaming YouTube channel. Today in this video I am going to show you top 5 offline FPS games for low-end PCs with 1GB RAM and no graphics card. And all the above 5 games are listed randomly. Which means that the number of the game will not define the quality of the game. So now let's get started after the intro.
Let's roll.
3, 2, 1.
On number 5 spot we have Time Shift. Time Shift is a first-person shooter developed by Saber Interactive and published by Vivendi Games. In the game, scientists from the near future have begun work on creating a viable time machine. The project results in the creation of 2 devices, the Alpha Suit, a prototype jumpsuit, and the Beta Suit, a more advanced, military-grade model with features the Alpha Suit lacks, such as combat-related time-shifting abilities and an integrated artificial intelligence to prevent the creation of temporal paradoxes. The key feature of Time Shift is the player's ability to control time, slowing, stopping or even rewinding time more or less at will. This allows a player to stop time to dodge an incoming projectile or steal an enemy's weapon. Specific time-related puzzles also require these abilities. The player must use them wisely to make its way through the game. In some parts of the game the time powers are lengthened. So definitely worth a try. On number 4 spot we have Borderlands. Borderlands is a 2009 open-world action role-playing first-person shooter video game. The game features the ability to explore the in-game world, and complete both the main missions and optional side quests, either in single-player or online cooperative gameplay, with the latter providing additional options for duels and competitive PvP matches in designated areas. Gameplay features include access to various weapons and shields that vary in type and statistics, weapons with special elemental functions, each playable character having distinctive class types and unique abilities for combat, upgradable skills, and the use of 2-person vehicles. Borderlands includes character-building elements found in role-playing games. At the start of the game, players select one of 4 characters, each with a unique special skill and with proficiencies with certain weapons. From then on, players take on missions assigned through non-player characters or from bounty boards, each typically rewarding the player with experience points, money, and sometimes a reward item. Players earn experience by killing both human and non-human foes and completing in-game challenges, such as getting a certain number of kills using a specific type of weapon. As they gain levels from experience growth, players can then allocate skill points into a skill tree that features 3 distinct specializations of the base character. For example, Mordecai can become specialized in sniping, gunslinging with revolvers, or using his pet Bloodwing to assist in kills and health boosting. Players can distribute points among any of the specializations, and can also spend a small amount of in-game money to redistribute their skill points. So definitely worth a try. On number 3 spot we have Sniper, Ghost Warrior. Sniper, Ghost Warrior is a tactical shooter video game developed and published by City Interactive. The game is based on the role of the military sniper, which has gained public interest thanks in large part to shows on channels like the History Channel or the Military Channel. The game's objective is to insert players into the role of an elite sniper team sent into a hostile area in an attempt to help the rebels of Isla Trueno, a fictitious Latin American country, fight against the force who has toppled their government in a coup d'etat. The game is a tactical shooter played from a first-person perspective. A large portion of the game consists of stealth, staking out targets and firing sniper. The game incorporates the element of realistic ballistics. Bullet trajectories are subject to wind strength, gravity, breathing and flight time, all of which players must account for when taking shots. To simplify this procedure, easier difficulty settings contain indicators that highlight enemies and show precisely where a bullet will hit. The main weapons used in the game are silenced pistols, knives and various types of sniper rifles. the stealth aspect is dropped in favor of faster-paced run-and-gun scenarios. Most of the game takes place in a dense jungle environment, so definitely worth a try. On number 2 spot we have Crysis. Believe me or not, but you can play this game without a graphics card. So Crysis is a first-person shooter video game developed by Crytek and published by Electronic Arts. The game is based in a future where a massive, ancient alien-built structure has been discovered buried inside a mountain in the fictional Lingshan Islands, near the coast of the East Philippines. The single-player campaign has the player assume the role of U.S. Army Delta Force soldier Jake Dunn, referred to in-game by his call sign, Nomad. Nomad is armed with various futuristic weapons and equipment, most notably a nanosuit. In Crysis, the player fights both North Korean and extraterrestrial enemies in various environments on and around the island. Crysis is a first-person shooter game with many ways to meet objectives. The player's weapons can be customized without pausing the flow of time, for example changing firing modes, changing scopes or adding sound suppressors. The player is also capable of selecting various modes in Nomad's military nanosuit which draw power from the suit's energy. When the suit's energy is depleted, no modes can be used and the player is more vulnerable to damage before the suit recharges. One of 4 modes can be selected. Armor deflects damage and recharges the suit's energy faster, strength allows stronger hand-to-hand combat, the ability to throw objects and enemies with deadly force, higher jumps, steadier aiming and reduced weapon recoil, speed increases running and swimming speed, as well as other forms of motion such as reloading weapons, and cloak, which renders Nomad almost completely invisible and suppresses movement noise. So definitely worth a try. On number 1 spot we have Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood. Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood is a 2009 first-person shooter western video game developed by Techland and published by Ubisoft. Bound in Blood is a first-person shooter in which the player can control one of 2 characters, Ray McCall, or his brother Thomas. The character which the player does not choose is controlled by the eye for the duration of the level. Each can move forward and backward, can strafe left and right, can run, walk, crouch, and jump. Each shares an identical HUD, with the same information available to the player, the location of the mission objective and the location of the other character. At certain times, the HUD will also contain other information, such as the location of a shop or an indication that the player character needs help from his brother. When the player is reloading or selecting a weapon, their available weaponry, ammo count and cache are also displayed. Both characters can wield 6 shooters, shotguns, and rifles. Both characters can also interact with certain objects, such as chairs, oil lamps, ammo and dropped weaponry. Weapons common to both characters include various types of 6 shooters, rifles and shotguns. Both characters can also start fires by throwing or shooting oil lamps. So definitely worth a try. So that's all for today's video guys. First of all, thank you so much for watching. And if you liked it, make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon and give this video a thumbs up to show your support on the video in numbers. And I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, stay home and stay safe, and most importantly take care of yourselves. Bye.